Young girls, don't cry. You're not alone in the fight. The broken, the unspoken, we can't heal if the wound is open. It feels like no one cares to see your heart is bleeding. Your cry is ignored when you are ill. When the wrong, the pain and lies I kept a secret to gain for their own benefit. Be strong, be brave. You're too far away from the grave. Stand tall. We are here. We don't know the spirit of fear. We will overcome. Yes, we will overcome. We will overcome. Yes, we will. We will overcome. Yes, we will overcome. We will overcome. Yes, we will. Liberia, when will we stop being the inferior? Our vulnerable children, stripped of their innocence. It feels like no one hears to see your heart is bleeding. Your cry is ignored when you are ill. When the wrong, the pain and lies are kept a secret to gain for their own benefit. Be strong, be brave. You're too far away from the grave. Stand tall. We are here. We don't know the spirit of fear. We will overcome. Yes, we will overcome. We will overcome. Yes, we will. We will overcome. Yes, we will overcome. We will overcome. Yes, we will. Liberia, we can't give up. Young girls, don't cry. You're not alone in the fight.
Good morning, good morning, good morning. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, men and women, welcome to Commander Galpohkpa Chesson Talk Show. Galpohkpa Chesson Talk Show. Today, we have a day and a wake up to Christmas. A day and a wake up to Christmas. That means we have 2 days to Christmas. A day and then you wake up, it's Christmas. What have you got in plan for Christmas? Does it include church? Does it include traveling? Does it include buying gifts and receiving gifts? What are your plans for this Christmas? We woke up this morning to know that President Biden said he's going to run again in 2024 if his health permits him. This is a message to Donald Trump. Beware, the puppy is coming back to run. We also know that it's a new pill produced by Pfizer. It's an antiviral pill for COVID-19. So instead of taking vaccine, when this drug is approved by the FDA, you will be able to take the pill. For those of you who have aversion to needles and vaccines and so on and so forth, you have choices now. The pill is coming. Make sure you take it. It will soon be in the market. President Biden has already said that the government is ready to buy 250,000 courses of the pills by January. So this is where we stand on this new pill. And people skeptical of pronouncing the name. Every time they say the new antiviral pill, they will say, tell us something, and they will say it so fast, you will not grasp it. So the name, though out, people not pronouncing it. All with the news, you say, yeah, but the antiviral pill, but so far now. I don't know if they're pronouncing it now. But when I was listening to the news, they kept saying the pill. One or two people pronounced it, but it was so fast, it has to do with tell you something. Okay? So pay attention for that. The January 6th committee wants to talk to Congressman Jim Jordan. You know, Congressman Jim Jordan, that was the big defender of Donald Trump during his impeachment trial. He wanted to be on the January 6th committee, and Nancy Pelosi said no. The speaker said no. So they want to talk to him now. Will he come? We want to see that. Okay? We also see a lot of universities closing. A lot of people contracting the Omicron virus. Right now, the Omicron virus has spread throughout the United States of America. It spread to the 50 states, including DC and Puerto Rico. So it's all over. A lot of the universities are closing. Even URI and some universities in Rhode Island considering closing right now, but they haven't done that. So despite the closings, professionals are saying that the grade schools, our middle schools, our high schools, and our elementary schools should remain open, especially middle school and elementary school, because we know these young kids are less affected by COVID-19. And they have been out of school for so long. It is necessary that they remain in school. So experts are saying that despite the fact that colleges are closing, we should keep our middle and elementary schools open, let them go through the terms of schools, okay? Because they miss school enough already. This is it on the international scene, I think. For my local news, let's go to my topics. Number one, Liberia today. Number two, collaborating political parties of Liberia at Christmas, CPP at Christmas. And number three, on Silent Night. Let me take a break. When I get back, we'll start my topics for today. In the cause of the people. Ha! It's good to be back. Liberia today. We see in the news today that rape of our children is going rampant. I was listening to Lofa Julius this morning. I heard him talk about, I heard the woman only talking about 11-year-old girl being raped, a 4-year-old girl being raped, and all these young children are being killed. Why? I don't want to say it never happened before in our society like this, because despite the fact that we never heard about it in old Liberia, we did not have access to news and news media as we do today. So there's a difference. So I will not say we never, Liberia society was never like this. It's just that we never heard about it. Now we have access to news, and these things are coming out more prevalent in our society. And as they come out, it is more indicative of the fact that our country is a lawless nation. And this cannot persist. It cannot persist. It is not even good for us socially, spiritually, and worst of all, economically. Who will want to come to our country with such lawlessness when we can't protect our own children? Our children are vulnerable and we can't protect them. What does it say about our society? There's a problem in our society. And it falls back on our leaders and our elders. How are our children being killed in our society, being raped and murdered with impunity? People getting away with these crimes. Yeah, we hear about one or two people getting arrested. Now I heard about, I was listening to Grace Goa this morning too, talking about somebody in jail for rape, and they're trying to get out on the sick pass to travel abroad so they can say they're out. These things cannot persist in our society. They cannot. And the more they persist, the more they go on. It reflects badly on our elders, not only our leaders, it reflects on our parents. We wonder what kind of people are we in our society with our children being raped and killed with impunity, and these people getting away with it. You hear about one or two people getting arrested, but the majority of these people committing these crimes are getting away with it with impunity, or they're related to somebody, or the government officials. We can't be going. What's wrong with our society, man? Are we running a lawless society here? So that's the first thing we're going to look at in our society today. The extent of the criminality. It's a crime. It just adds on to the extent of the criminal existence in our society. And it cannot go on. It cannot go on. Then the second thing we look at in our society is our national budget. We look at our budget, where our government is showing to the masses of our people that is so corrupt, that is so inept, that is so disrespectful of our laws and rules and regulations that govern and protect our society. That's just what it shows us. Because when our government can inflate the budget, inflate people's salaries, and all these kind of things, and we don't know where they're getting the money from to do it, or our economic people questioning the budget, want to know where our government officials are going to get the money from, how they're going to raise this money for this budget that's going to pass. Why are they raising the salaries of all themselves? Why? And they know we don't have no money. Our whole budget going to paying salaries. This is insane. What are Liberian people doing so much in our country that we're paying them so damn much for when our country is one of the poorest nations in the world? So why are all these people getting this money? What are they doing with this money? All these government officials stealing our damn money. What kind of work are these people doing? Then we talk about our $30,000 again. They put all these things in the budget. It's not fair to the Liberian people. It's not fair to us. But this is Liberia today. It is not right. It is not right. We put these people in our government to serve us, to make life more conducive and better for us, not to take our money and pile trouble and frustration on our heads, take our economy and just wreck it. Now they can't even fix it. Instead of fixing it, they piling more money to themselves. Huh? The people making more money than anything in our country. Our country, our whole budget going to paying salaries. How will our country develop? We can't do anything else. So when they say we held hostages in our own country, it's evident. It's evident that we are hostages in our own country. Well, our whole budget is just used basically for salaries and maintaining official cars and their girlfriend houses and their girlfriend this and their girlfriends that. Is that where our government money going to in Liberia today? Then we look at this Asila Martel deal. This is another one. Our government officials have become rogues. They have become total rogues. For their petty change, they're selling our country. What kind of people are these? All the money they're making, all the money, and half of these bitches can't read and write, and they're making all this money. They have no concept of government and leadership, and they're making all this money, and they're still not satisfied. We're paying them all money. They're stealing the 30,000 here, 30,000 there. They're stealing our money. Then on top of that, they're selling our country to foreigners. They're taking $50,000 in addition to their salaries to sell our country to foreigners. AFL, you sleeping? Where are our patriots? Where are our patriots? When these people in broad open daylight can sell our damn country. I got a problem with that. I got a problem with that. With all the money they're stealing in our budget that we're complaining about. Then they're stealing and selling our country for more money again. Our country is poor. We're one of the poorest countries in the world. Who are these people taking our money? Who are these people taking all the resources of our country? Everybody owns schools and their own government things. Government supposed to have these people owning it privately. Who are these people? We own our land and we cannot enjoy our country. We in exile because these damn rogues are stealing from us. And we gotta call them rogues. And can't come home because our people are so gullible and letting these people rob our country blind. Now, on the other hand, we got the NEC people leasing property for hundreds, $1,000 almost to family members. Can you imagine that? Broad open stealing. The woman giving her relative nearly $100,000 for something we can buy for a few pennies. She leasing it for her brother for thousands of dollars on the government expense. I mean, these are the kind of broad open day stealing going on. Our legislators stealing, our government officials stealing. Our country is just a country of rogues. And when we talk it all the time. These people are stealing. These people are stealing. Why? Why? And we sitting down suffering. And we see the broad open day stealing going on and not saying anything about it. Not doing anything about it. Is that justice for the Liberian people? Is that freedom for the Liberian people? Is that equality for the Liberian people? That's Liberia today. That's Liberia today. Do we deserve it? Do we deserve this? Let me take a break. But look at our country, man. Rape, stealing from the budget, stealing from the seller Mattel, stealing in the NBC, stealing everywhere you turn around. Our country ain't got nothing but rogues. What happened to our patriots? No patriots. Liberia today, in Liberia today, we can't find patriots. Where are our patriots? No loyalists. People just say they pledge their allegiance for nothing. People just say, I'm Liberia, Liberia for nothing. And we sit down and watch all our resources and everything that belongs to our country just being taken by private individuals in our country ain't got nothing. Is this what our people died for? Is this what we went through 16 years of civil war for, killing each other? Is this what life means to us? One group of people consistently stealing for us, killing us, and enjoying the wealth and resources of our country while we suffer. Let me take a Sip of my coffee. I'll be back for my second topic. Collaborating political parties of Liberia, CPP, at Christmas. What do we have to say about this organization? This organization has let us down. This is a shameful situation. To see that before Christmas, it is evident that Liberian people, Liberian educated people, cannot come together and trust each other, cannot work together in honesty and sincerity. Through the deceitfulness and lies and treachery. Why? All the shit that go on in Liberia, who to blame? Ellen Ayure, Ellen Joseph Sirleaf, Joseph Walker, Ellen Cummings. Who? Pedro Costa, Lobo. Who? Who gonna blame? Hmm? Who gonna blame? As I see it, it's a Liberian mess. It's a Liberian people mess. This is the same mess we'll be in forever. You know, people come together. They can't be sincere. They gotta always do try some kind of trickery or deceptive practice to get over. Get over who? Get over what? Now look what the CPP is. A disgusting, shameful mess. Shameful. Shameful. And they expect our young children to see this semblance of educated people failing. Why? Because of greed, because of nepotism, because of selfishness, because of lack of patriotism. Because the people can't love Liberia and try to put themselves over Liberia. They can't love Liberia and they cannot work together for the betterment of Liberia and Liberian people. What's wrong with these people? Look at the Liberty Party. Rusted, crusted men. Rusted, crusted men and women can't come together. So deceitfulness and lying and treachery. The same thing with the CPP. I mean, we're in corruption, we're in corruption. You got a CPP cannot come together, then a group within the CPP is even worse than the CPP. Useless people. Useless people. Then when I say it, they all get mad at me, but that's a fact. That's a fact. You got people sitting there, they can't come together. You can't trust these people with money. You can't trust them with anything. You can't trust them. They can't come together. Everybody got some kind of personal shit that is greater than Liberia shit. What the fuck? Huh? Everybody got some shit greater than Liberia shit. And we can't live like that. We can't go on like that. This is insanity. And people who live in states of insanity are damn well insane. You people what the hell up. Something is wrong. I keep telling you, this shit is not normal. It is not normal. People beating your head with the same topic over and over, and the more they beat your head, the worse you become instead of getting better. Something is wrong. This can't be it. You know, people talking about Bromskin, Bromskin, Bromskin. Bromskin say I had a problem, man. Bromskin form political party. How you just deal with tribal people? How you just deal with your tribal people? That means you can't extend your party beyond tribal lines. That was a Basel People Party, and all of us knew that. How that party will survive and exist in a climate of diversity? It can't. It will fail. And this is what happening with the Liberty Party now. This is what happening to it now. Because it was brought up on failure in the first place. It was brought up on tribal lines. And now the Basel people think they own it. Normally, Kanga, Dara Dilla, the Basel group, they brought a Madingo man, Musa Belete in. Then they see the mayor getting popular. They're getting pissed off. Now the mayor finished suspending them for being useless in their own party. But if Liberty Party got to be a Liberian party, they got to move away from the Normally Kanga, them, and the Darren's Dilla, that Basel shit. Got to go mainstream Liberia. They got to go mainstream Liberia or die. And this is where we are. This is where we are. Because much of the shit going on in our country is bullshit. It's just frivolous bullshit. And people, nobody there calls it like it is. Everybody want to participate in that shit. And everybody don't have the balls to say it's bullshit when it's bullshit. So here we are. One day in the wake up from Christmas, and the CPP is all fucked up. I mean, there's no other way you can see it. The CPP is all fucked up. And that's where we are. 2 days to Christmas. In military terms, we say 1 day and a wake up. So it's shameful. It's disgusting. It's indicative of how bad Liberia's leadership is today. Terrible. We have no leaders. We have no people of integrity to lead our country to the next level. Because even if we think they got integrity and they're demonstrating that they don't have integrity, what can we say? They don't. You can take a man to the well to drink. You can't force him to drink. And the man got fucking integrity. He ain't got no damn fucking integrity. And that's it. So that's it. Our people lack integrity. Our people lack maturity. Not only political maturity, just maturity, period. And this is where we are in our world today. So let me take a break and I'll come back with my final topic. Okay. On silent night, holy night, all is bright, all is calm, round yon virgin mother and child. Blah, 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 blah. You know how it is. Silent night. Is there going to be a silent night in Liberia? Are we going to contemplate the birth of our Savior Jesus Christ amid all the bullshit that's going on in our country today? Is it going to be a silent night in Liberia? You got to tell me. Because I want to know. I really want to know on this precious Christmas season. Will there be a silent night in Liberia? Only the shadow knows. But we have a task. We have a task at hand to ensure that our nation is silent and peaceful. We have a task at hand to show that our government is just and fair. We have a task on this silent night. On silent night, we have a task. On silent night, we have a task. And what will it be? What will that task be? We have a task. We have a task. We have a task. What will that task be on silent night? Holy night. What will our task be? To free Liberia, to hearken unto the words of the Savior, and let there be a new day in Liberia. What will one silent night bring for us? The time of the people is now, and my time is done. The day is a good day. Have a good day. My class is done. I'm out of here. And Tony Commander Galpohkpa Chesson is out.